Hi everyone, it's Tuesday, and we're here for the crochet along. Today is, I think, week 5. I've put week 5, I'm pretty certain it's 5. Let me just check in here. Not that I've written my colours. So yeah, week 5, we're making the lily pond flower. Okay, so I've got a few step ups and everything. Hi, everybody's just sort of like appeared all in one go. We're going to start with a few announcements. Sarah's put on the mystery box again. You know, the fabric mystery box. That'll be on until Thursday, I think. It's £20 of fabric for £10. So you get 6 fat quarters and half a metre of 3 different ones. So there'll be like a white on white, a plain, and then a fabric, a fabric from a collection. All right, so that's going on. That'll be up until the sale starts at the weekend. Okay. And the raffle, we have a full raffle, so we're going to do this. Yes, thank you, Karen. I feel a lot better. Pulled something, I think, in my shoulder, but that could just be the way I've been sitting recently, like hunched, doing my half square triangles. Did you see my post yesterday? I went to cut them and I thought, that's not right. Anyway, I worked it out. I cut it down that line. Used it as a cutting line, as somebody suggested. Jean, I think. Right. Okay, so we're going to start with the raffle. I'm going to use Sarah's scissors. Okay. So, if we go to... Yes, of course you can, Claire. You can... you can, by all means, if you want to take it to the oh, you're coming to Wales. Oh, that's amazing. Sorry, I was thinking you were coming to the retreat and we would bring it to the retreat. But yeah, even better, put click and collect, but put in there that you are coming to the shop. Okay, put it in the comments, because otherwise we'll think and put it in the post. So I'm feeling a lot better, thank you, Jane. Where am I going? I'm going to the overhead, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, hopefully that's on the overhead. All right, so we are going to do this. I should have brought a coin with me. Oh, this is the beginning. See, they do this on Facebook when they want to increase their... Well, it ends in a... Okay, so what we got here? We've got interfacing. There we go. So we go down F, G, H, interfacing. Leslie Wilkes. There you go, Leslie. So if you have a look on the website and choose your fabric, I can't remember whether it's 3 meters or 5 meters, you'll have to check on the write-up, but have a look and check out the fabrics that you fancy, and we'll get that into the post to you, or you can come and pick it up. I can't remember where you live. So that's really cool. Well done, Leslie. Okay, so that's that done. Today is the crochet along. Okay, and we are doing this. And because we are we've done pretty much most of it, I've got quite big step ups. Okay, so hopefully that will make sense, and I've done enough, because I kept going and I made another one. Look, I think this is my favourite piece so far. I just like the way those colours have gone together. Now we're going to have to mark the page. What are we on? Number 5. Number 5. Block 3, block 4, block 5. Okay, so I've marked that, hopefully, so that I can keep up with what colours we're using. Okay, so are we all ready? So on here, you're going to do, if you've already done your flowers, you're going to be doing your circle, your chain, and then doing your doubles into, your doubles, 8 doubles into the ring. Okay, and then these here are trebles and treble 2 together. So remember on the thing where you go, you put the yarn around your hook, yarn over, push through the hole, pull through, yarn over and pull through. Then you want to go through the 2, but you leave 2 on the hook, and then go into the next stitch to pull it up. Okay, so that you're doing 2 together. That's right, so you end up with your 2 together. Okay, like that. And then you're going into you're putting your purple, and you're doing trebles 2 together. Don't remember that one. Oh no, cranberry. That's right, that's a cranberry there, that dark one. So your cranberry is, so it's cranberry on there, and we've used, can't let me see plum. This dark purple here is plum on mine, and it is round 3, raspberry. And then we go into raspberry. No, we go into fuchsia. Okay, so your fuchsia here, you've gone, you join in any stitch in line with the top of a, in the top of this trebles together. You do all these trebles together in the plum. They're all stitches that you will already have done. See, I do these step-ups and then I find it really difficult to explain them. So then you've gone and done your 5 trebles into the middle of these stitches, then a double to anchor them, and then you're going in back into 5 treble, double to anchor, which gives you that shape. Okay, so we now, with this one, we're going to do this raspberry here. Okay, and we're going into the back, which is why I've stopped there. Up to now you've just gone off the back, but this one you go into the back. Alright, so we need a raspberry. Just checking out my that's fuchsia. There's a bit, and I've left raspberry at home. That's plum. Don't lose that one. Talk amongst yourselves, I'll be there now. There we are, there's our raspberry. So we're now going to do raspberry. We're on round 5. Have I lost you yet? So we're going to do round 5, which, if you're doing the other colourway, is round 5 is pale rose, which is the one we use the next time. I don't get how they choose different ones. So your back thing, so we want a 4. Where's my 4? Still loving these, by the way. So you're going to join on the back, okay? So you're going to join your, you're going to join it in on the back, okay? Just like we have done with any of the others. And it's between any two petals, so it's going to be your double there, okay? We're in the right place. So I always choose, there's always a double that isn't as easy to pick up. Can you see where you've got this double stitch here? There's always one that's less easy, and that's going to be this one here, okay, where it all splits. So I'm going to put my hook in this stitch, hopefully. So you can see why I've chosen this one, because it is the most difficult one to get in. The others, your hook just sort of slips in. Okay, so you're going to put that in there, and then we're going to take our, I'm using raspberry. It says lily on the pattern. I'm using raspberry, and it's pale rose for the other thing. And you need to chain to put it in place. And because we're using a double, that chain doesn't count as a stitch, so you're going to go back into that stitch and make a double stitch, okay? And then you're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to put a double crochet into the next anchor point, your next double crochet. There we go. Now you can see how I'm using the, I've got this here, this chain and thread. By picking that up there, you're not going to be able to do the stitch. Make sure it's all behind the hook before you put it in. So everything is behind, so that when you pick up your yarn, it makes a neat, a clean stitch. Does that make sense? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go along to the next anchor point. Make sure everything is behind your hook. Go through into your anchor stitch. There we go. And you're going to pick that up. So you do that all the way round. So we've had, you're going to do that all the way round, a lot neater than I am. This is because I'm trying to talk and do. So we've had a very productive couple of days in the shop, where we've sorted out all our sorted out a load of stuff, you know, put bolts away, sorted out more. We've had more that have gone on to the clearance, so you can have a look there. Don't forget, we've got the sale on over the Easter weekend, so that will be something for you to do, as if you're not going to have all the family and stuff. I'm actually got Thursday off as well. Sarah needed some time to have the baby, so I got an extra day off, which I thought was rather nice, which means I get an extra long weekend. So hopefully I get to see my girls. I haven't seen my girls in weeks. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only a few more now. And we're going into the back there, like that. So you've got plans for the weekend, you've got plans for Easter. Do you do Easter egg hunts? We've started, now the girls are that little bit older, we've started hiding stuff in the garden, weather permitting. I always used to do it for my kids inside, but that sort of stopped depending on which dog we had at the time, because don't you find the dogs were very good at finding them first, and then as the kids got older they also right, that final one there you're going to slip stitch, not do a, you're just going to slip stitch because you don't need it to be a stitch. Alright, so you can see here I've got, there might only be 3 there, I've got loops at the back. Okay, so you're not going to fasten off this one, you're slip stitched, but you're going to leave it where it is. Alright, and then you are going to chain 1 in the same yarn, and then into each of these here you're going to put a double, a half treble, which is yarn over into your chain space, pull up your yarn and then pull through all 3. Okay, so that's your half treble. Then you're going to put 4 trebles, so yarn over into the chain space, pull your yarn up, pull through 2, pull through 2. So that's 1, 2, 3. So yarn over into the chain space, pull up your yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2. So that's your 4 treble, and doing it over this chain space means that it'll move. Okay, so we've done a 4 treble, so you're going to end with a half treble and then a double. Okay, like that, which gives you that curve, because you've gone from a short, not so short, longer. Okay, and then you come back down. So then you repeat, and you just keep repeating. So you want a double, half treble, so pull through all 3, 4 trebles, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go back down to a half treble. I'm going to shift those along a little bit, along into a half treble, so that's through all 3, and then a double. It's just into the chain space, pull up your yarn and pull through the 2. Okay, so you're going to repeat that in each of these chain spaces all the way round. I told you this was going to be a quick one. Then you're going to repeat that with the pale rose. So you go back into where your double is. Okay, so you've got 2 doubles, you go in really into the first double in your, you're going to go into, see if you pull it out like this, you can see you've got the 2 doubles there. Okay, so you're going to go into this one in the middle, which is really part of your first double in a chain. So you're going to anchor it in there, and you're going to do your 5 chain, is it? Using the rose, you do 5 chain because you're going for a bigger, you're making it bigger. again. So you're going to go 5 chain, and then you are going into it with a double, a half treble, a treble, and then 4 double trebles, which is yarn over your hook twice into the chain space, pull the yarn through, and then it's pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. So you go, so it's an even longer stitch, okay? But you've already done double trebles before on one of the other ones. Then you want to do it again with green. All right. So I've gone into my, you're going to finish off this petal going through, and you're doing a into that middle stitch, which is your first double on your pink. You're going to put a single, a double, then it's 1 double into the next stitch, and then you're putting 2 doubles in the next 4. Single, single, single. No, that is a double. Single, single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're putting in 5 doubles. 2 doubles in each hole to go all the way round. Again, it's not something that you haven't done, okay? I'm trying to do this so that we don't take up, I don't go over anything, but if there's anything that you want to know, you just put it on there and we'll sort it, okay? You're then going to take your green. For me it's pistachio. The pattern says fern, and we're on, so your colours will be the meadow if you're on the other colourway. Alright, so I've gone through and I've done my chains. Alright, so each chain is 9. Okay, so you're doing a 9 chain on each of these now, and we're going to just repeat again doing what we've already been doing. So there's my hole there. It's nice when you're doing it at home and you're doing all 4, because you can sit and you do 2 rounds, then you pick up the next one and do 2 rounds. I did my rounds up to where I started to chain in the back, and then each time I did one, I did the others. So which makes it a nice quick project, because by the time you've learnt it, it's not like, it becomes like a muscle memory, so you carry on doing it. Okay, so we're on round 11 now. I'm going to slip stitch into each of the next 4 chain, and then 1 double crochet into the next chain. Now, I can't remember whether I actually did that, or whether I just put my I see. So you're actually putting that into there. Right, I think what I did was I put my double into the chain space. No, I didn't. No, I didn't, because you've got to move it over. So I did. Right, you need to slip stitch along. Okay, so you slip stitch, just pull it through without actually making a stitch. So you push it into your chain, pick up your yarn, and then just pull it straight through into the loop that you've left. Okay, so you do 4 of those and then a double into the chain space, and then into your double crochet here, you're going to put 9 trebles. So 1, make sure that you put it into the right hole, 2, 3, 4, no it's not, it's double trebles, so there's my stitch. So a double treble, you're going to wrap round twice and go into your double crochet, yarn through 2, yarn through 2, yarn through 2. So wrap your yarn twice into your double crochet, pull up your yarn, yarn through twice, yarn through 2, yarn through 2. Okay, so you're making these extra long stitches, and you've got to do 9 of those. Oh, that's right. So there we go. So what else can I tell you about what we've been doing? We've got a couple of pop-up shops happening in different places. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to Cardiff Quilters during the year. We've been asked to be judges at a few shows, which I think is really cool. Some of the craft shows. So that's amazing. That is really good. Sarah's going on Hochanda next Thursday. Pull through 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, I find it very difficult to count and talk. 9. So where that bit there, see how your first double treble lies against your chain to bridge the gap. This one now, when you put a double crochet into there, that will also anchor it and it bridges the gap. Can you see that? So you would just automatically just go straight into your next double over here. No, you need 2. So another double treble. I'll do another one of those. So yeah, around the country, if you're going to be entering any craft fairs around the country, beware, it might be us. So Sarah's got block of the week tomorrow. Can't remember what she's doing Thursday. I'll have to watch that one from home. So we're just doing 9 double trebles into here. Have you counted those? What number are we on? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. There we go. That's our 9th one, and then we would anchor that. Okay. No, we wouldn't anchor it there. We're going to anchor it in there, like that. Now, by anchoring it over the chain rather than into the chain, you've got that it'll move, so it makes its own space, okay, for your petals. So you're going to go around all the way round until you have got the green, and then you're going to take, it's mint. On the pattern it says mint. This is duck egg, or you would be using parchment, which is a brown, just to edge this, okay, and you're going to edge it the same way you did the white, alright, and then you're going to do the chains into the back again, just like you did with the last one we did, you know, where you do the chain and then you do a loop, then chain, chain, loop, chain, chain, loop, and then you're just going to fill it in, just like you did with the other one. Alright, so you're going to fill it out with your chains. So you put your chains in, and then you're going to fill it out and then finish it with a double, okay. I think it's doubles all the way round, isn't it? Yeah, double crochet all the way round, making sure that you put your 3 into your corners to make sure that your corners grow, and you end up with your flower being square. Okay, any questions on that? There is nothing there that you haven't already done, so you should manage that fine. But if you have any problems, then you give me a ring and we'll go from there. Now, block 6. Yeah. Block 6, okay, is we're back to doing the bobbles that we were doing last week. So you can manage that to do the bobbles, and then here, instead of how did it go, the last one, instead of having the fans that we were doing, this one is going to work in the same way as what we've just been doing, okay. So you're going to be doing you're going to make the waves by building up from a double, half treble, and then into your trebles, and then back down again, and I would imagine it's 3 doubles, and then you're going to build up again, or you're doing fans. You're going to build up here and make them bigger, the bubbles, yeah, you're doing half trebles into some of the stitches, and then a double, and then half trebles, and you're going to just build them up into the fans, and then do a line of doubles. So again, that is something that you've already been doing, so I think if you do those as well, your homework is to do your lily ponds, lily pad pond pads, and more of your water, of which you have to do 4. We would then go back on to a medium lily flower, which is has a little bit more filigree type finishings on it. You've got more loops like that. So what we'll do is we'll do those, and then we'll come back and we'll do, when we come back in 2 weeks time, we'll do another lily flower. Alright, so if you do these and then do the other water, we're getting there. We'll do the last lily flower in 2 weeks time, and then we'll talk about blocking and putting it together, okay, and and then and then in the 2 weeks after, we'll start to put it together. We're getting there. We're getting there. So, is there... Oh no, there's another large lily flower. You have to make 5 of those. So, anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So we're going to do these lilies and do your other bits of water. And then we'll talk about how we're going to start putting it together again. Whew. 2 weeks' time is the last day of the retreat. It might not be in 2 weeks. It might be on the Wednesday. Might have to do it on the Wednesday. I might be crocheting like mad all the way through the retreat. The retreat is Sunday to Tuesday. So I would imagine that I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do it on the Wednesday. Okay. So we're getting there. We're getting through it. It gives... I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the fact that it's so different to any of the other blankets that I've made. Because I've always done them in the round, and then, or a square, and then just doing it rows and rows and rows. So this, doing it in bits like patchwork, is a bit like quilting, crochet quilting. I'm quite enjoying that. Right then, I'm going to pop off over the shop, and I will see you next week after Easter. I might do some sewing. Might have to have a think about that and do some sewing. And it will be crochet the week after at some point. Alright? So have a wonderful Easter, because I'm not going to see you now until after. Eat loads of chocolate. I know people say don't eat a lot of chocolate, but you know, it's me. Eat cake, eat chocolate, and have family enjoyment time. And we will see you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well, Jane. The retreat. It's lots of cake. And I get to meet people. Don't forget that, Sarah Jane. I get to meet people and eat cake. Right, I'm going because I'm witching. I will see you next week. Have an amazing weekend and be nice to each other.